If you love Disney World but hate the price tag, this video is for you. Flights to Orlando, park tickets, hotels, that magical family vacation can easily run into the thousands of dollars. But here's the good news. You can use the money you're already spending on groceries, gas, and bills to earn credit card points and turn them into flights to Orlando, discounted Disney tickets, and even free hotel nights near the parks. This is the exact 3-step strategy to do Disney World with credit card points. Step 1 is flights, Step 2 is park tickets, and Step 3 is hotels, all designed to take a trip that might cost thousands in cash and knock that number way down. Using this exact system, we've covered flights, tickets, and hotel stays with points, sometimes saving thousands on a single trip. If you want all of this written out with links and screenshots, our full guide is linked in the description and at points2magictravel.com. Now, let me show you how it actually works. Step 1 is getting your family to Orlando, specifically Orlando International Airport, MCO. It's a major airport, so you'll usually have a few different airlines to choose from. You've got 2 main options, co-branded airline cards or flexible travel rewards cards like Chase Sapphire. Look up how many miles you need for your dates and set that as your first points goal. Once you've got a rough idea of how many miles it'll take to fly to Orlando and back, you're ready for Step 2. Step 2 is Disney tickets, and this is where a lot of people get stuck, because there isn't a simple click and pay with points button on Disney's website. Ticket prices at Disney World change a lot depending on when you go and how many days you're in the parks. More days usually means a cheaper cost per day, but of course a higher total price. Once you've checked your dates and the price for the number of park days you want, now you can decide how to attack those costs with points. Let's start with American Express membership rewards. With Amex membership rewards, you have 2 real options. Option 1, the PayPal method. You link your American Express card to PayPal, then when you're buying Disney tickets from a third-party vendor like Undercover Tourist, you select PayPal at checkout and use membership rewards points to pay. Option 2 is using your points as a statement credit. You buy the tickets with your Amex card, then go into your Amex account and redeem membership rewards points as a statement credit against that purchase. The cents per point value usually isn't as strong as using points for flights or hotels, but it still takes real money off your total. On our 2024 Disney trip, we used Amex points to cover 2 park tickets. It wasn't the absolute best value per point, but it made the trip meaningfully more affordable. And that's what matters for most families. Capital One miles work in a similar way. With Capital One Venture miles, you buy your tickets from a place that codes as travel. Again, something like Undercover Tourist. And then you go back into your Capital One account and erase that purchase with miles as a statement credit. So with Amex and Capital One, the core idea is the same. Buy your Disney tickets from a vendor that codes as travel or works with PayPal, then use your points or miles on the back end to wipe out some or all of that ticket cost. Now, for a quick bonus stacking tip, don't forget about cashback portals. With Rakuten, you can even earn Amex membership rewards instead of cash. Top Cashback is great for Disney gift cards. Buy through the portal, earn cash back, and then use those gift cards to pay for tickets and in-park expenses. I've linked full walkthroughs for both in the description. If you want a super detailed walkthrough of all the ticket strategies, where to buy, how to stack discounts, which portals to check, I'll link my full Disney ticket discount guide and cashback apps guide in the description and on the blog. So the big takeaway here, Disney doesn't take points directly, but Amex, Capital One, and cashback portals let you erase or reduce the cost after you buy. Step 3 is where you sleep at night. And this is where points can save you a huge chunk of money. Disney-branded hotels are amazing, but they can be pricey. The good news is that major hotel chains like Marriott, Hilton, and Hyatt have properties very close to Disney World, and you can book many of them with points. Some Marriott properties, like the Swan, Swan Reserve, and Dolphin, are especially interesting because they're on Disney property and offer Disney-style perks like early entry and extended evening hours. But they can be booked with Marriott Bonvoy points. You're getting a lot of the Disney resort experience without paying full Disney resort prices in cash. We stayed at the Marriott Imperial Palms Villas, which is a resort with large 3-bedroom suites just about 10 to 15 minutes from Disney World. We booked that stay entirely on Marriott points, so the room itself was completely free. Having a large space made such a difference. Separate rooms for the kids, a living room to relax in, a full-sized kitchen, and no one crawling over each other in a tiny hotel room. If you're traveling as a family or with a group, that kind of redemption can be a game changer. To build up those hotel points faster, look at co-branded hotel cards like the Chase Marriott Bonvoy Boundless or the Amex Marriott Bonvoy Bevy. These cards often come with large welcome bonuses that can cover multiple nights near Disney. Just make sure to check the fine print. Some Marriott properties near Disney charge resort fees even on award stays, so you want to know that before you book. We have a full guide on these co-branded cards. Link is in the description. Now, what if you really want to stay on Disney property at a Disney-branded resort, but you still want to use points? This is where Capital One can be super powerful because you can erase travel purchases with miles. Instead of booking your Disney hotel directly with Disney, which usually codes as entertainment and won't work, you book a Disney hotel package through an authorized third party like Undercover Tourist, which will code as travel. We have a separate video that shows step-by-step how to do this. Link is in the description. Before we wrap up this section, I want to mention one more resource that makes the hotel part way easier. We've built a custom Disney Hotels on Points database that you can access for free. It's a searchable database of Disney World area hotels you can book with points, and you can filter by what actually matters for your family. Things like free breakfast, pet-friendly, or parking fees, all in one place instead of having 20 tabs open trying to compare everything. The link is in the description for our free hotel database. So, that's the 3-step framework for doing Disney World with credit card points. Step 1. Use airline miles and travel partners to fly into Orlando with points. Step 2. Use Amex or Capital One plus cashback portals to cut down your Disney ticket costs. Step 3. Use hotel points to book hotels near Disney, and in some cases get a completely free stay just minutes from the parks. You don't have to do everything perfectly to save big. Even if you just cover flights and a couple of hotel nights with points, that can be hundreds or thousands of dollars back in your pocket. For most families, Step 2 and Step 3 are where the biggest savings actually happen. If you want this exact strategy written out, with links, screenshots, and the hotel database we use, check the links in the description and pinned comment. If this was helpful, hit like, subscribe, and then watch the next video in my Disney on Points 101 playlist, where I break down which specific credit cards are best for a Disney vacation. And tell me in the comments, which part of your Disney trip do you want to cover with points first? Flights, tickets, or hotel?